crossroads of country music, the Jewel Theater in Springfield, Missouri. It's part 2 of tonight's Ozark Jubilee. And now here is Mr. Country Music himself, Red Foley!
Some people down there, a couple of gentlemen from Greenville, South Carolina, our good friend Tommy Soulsby's hometown. Well, so we've been going strong here at the Jubilee for about, 30 minutes now, and this audience is having fun tonight, along with all of us. We've still got a whole hour to go, and our band back here is Grady Martin and his new band called the Winging Strings. How do you do, Grady? And we intend to give them an extra good workout tonight because they're going to be away next week, playing over in Nowata and Miami, Oklahoma next Wednesday and Thursday. That is next Wednesday and Thursday, and Wichita, Kansas next Saturday. So you folks come out and say hello to Grady. We'd like to sort of take off like a herd of turtles here for all the little Bobby Soxers with a song that gives all the boys in the band back here a chance to be shown off, called Birmingham Bound. Boys. In the heart of Dixie in Alabama, there's a place we love called Birmingham. Everybody starts rocking and shuffling their feet when the drum starts playing that solid beat. Tell Black, come on, boy. Everybody's dancing and jumping too when the music starts rocking. Nobody's blues, but a little rhythm with a solid sound. A boogie and a jump called the Birmingham Bounce. Now some like a horn with a valve in the middle. Some like the beat of a big-bass fiddle. You mud black, I diddle diddle. We all like to dance to a hillbilly fiddle. Come on, boys. Everybody's dancing and jumping too when the music starts rocking. Nobody's blue, but a little rhythm with a solid sound. A boogie and a jump called the Birmingham Bound. Come on, Johnny, Johnny. If you like your music going 8 to the bar, I know a way to make it best before. The beat to get you moving and you need a good start. Let's everybody dance to a steel guitar. Come on, ring. Now everybody's dancing and jumping too when the rhythm starts rocking. Nobody's blue, but a little rhythm with a solid sound. A boogie and a jump called the Birmingham Bound. Whether it's hot or fine or sweet, if it's down in Dixie, it's got that beat. We don't have the moon, even the star, but here's that guitar going 8 to the bar. Grady Martin. Now everybody's dancing and jumping too when the music starts rocking. Nobody's blue, but a little rhythm with a solid sound. A boogie and a jump they call the Birmingham Bound. When you come down south and you want a good time, just come to the Jubilee when you're feeling fine. Now that's all it takes to spend a happy time. Let's all dance together and have a wonderful time. Everybody's dancing and jumping. With a solid sound, a boogie and a jump called the Birmingham Bound. Well, sir, sitting out here in the theater audience tonight, two of our favorite people, Uncle Jim Christie and his Mrs. Mary Louise. And I know that Jim's name will ring a big bell with a lot of you folks out there because he's one of our very best friends and one of the finest country disc jockeys in the business. On XCG down in Fort Worth, Texas, a station that's heard all over the United States, and we listen to him every morning. This next number is one that we had Uncle Jim pick out for us. He said it's been requested on his show quite a bit, a record that is very popular. He says Miss Jean Shepherd singing her, I don't know whether it's your latest. Anyway, it's a Capitol record. Jeannie Shepherd, I Thought of You. Here she is.
Well, so you just stay in that comfortable chair now while we take a little bit of a time out, because the evening's still young. There's a lot more fun yet to come.
Regal Pale, one of America's two great beers, and the high-flying, fun-loving Regal Bird bring you now Ozark Jubilee. Oh, hi. I'm Jim Nars. I was just lying here trying to decide which one of the Regal Pale containers to talk about. Now, of course, they're all full of light and mellow Regal Pale, but with you folks going on all sorts of outings, I think I'll just tell you about the handy, economical Regal Quart. As a matter of fact, they even have kind of a slogan to go along with it. It reads like this. You and your cohort won't run short if you escort a Regal Quart to your favorite resort. Oh, well, a slogan is just words, but what a quart bottle of Regal Pale is, well, it's 5 happy helpings of a light-hearted, fun-loving refreshment. And that makes it pretty practical for picnics and outings. But outside or inside, you'll have more fun and flavor with Regal Pale, one of America's two great beers.
Well, on our first half hour a while ago, we was talking about a young man that has been doing some big things in the pop record business these days. A boy by the name of Pat Boone. And the little secret that I was telling you about was that if you didn't already know it, I'm mighty proud of this boy, because one of my little girls caught up with him and got him hitched, and he is my son-in-law, Pat Boone. Would you come here, Pat? Thank you very much, folks. Patrick, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to kill a lot of time talking to you now. I think maybe that the folks want to hear you sing. But about 6 years ago, your old pappy here recorded a record called Tennessee Saturday Night, and it sort of flattered me and thrilled me to death.
I'm glad you did, too.
Huh?
I'm glad you made it.
To hear that you had recorded it about 6 or 7 years later, and it's now out on the stands on the other side of a big hit song called Ain't It a Shame?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, the one I'm talking about is called Tennessee Saturday Night, and I think the folks would like to hear your version of it.
Fine.
You changed the words and everything on it.
Now listen while I tell you about a place I know down in Tennessee where the tall corn grows, hidden from the world in a bunch of pines, where the moon's a little bashful and it seldom shines. Civilized people live there all right, but they all go native on a Saturday night. Their music is a fiddle and a cracked guitar. Sometimes they skip a beat or they at a bar. They do the boogie woogie to an old square dance. Go hear the boogie with them if you get a chance. You'll feel just like a feather or a bird in flight. Yes, they all go native on a Saturday night. Hey, boy, stop. Hold it. Just a second. I got an idea. I don't want to mess up the show or anything, but it just occurred to me that, well, I made this record, but he made it first. Mr. Ed, come here. Mr. Ed, you don't mind?
I was looking for Mr. Albritton. I didn't get in the picture, I hope, did I? What do you want?
I know this is kind of a surprise to you, but why don't we, since you made the record, I've already sung a little bit of my version, why don't we let you do part of yours, if you will? Will you?
Steal part of your glory, huh?
And you don't have to worry about the words because you can just use yours.
All right, I'll let you rest.
Fine.
I'll sing the other words.
Go, man.
Well, the music is a fiddle and a cracked guitar. They get the kicks from an old fruit jar. They do the boogie to an old square dance. The woods are full of couples looking for romance. They struggle and they shuffle till broad daylight. Yes, they all go native on Saturday night. When they really get together, there's a lot of fun. They all know the other fella packs a gun. Everybody does his best to act just right, 'cause there's gonna be a funeral if you start a fight. Somebody takes his brogan and knocks out the light. Yes, they all go native on Saturday night. Come on, man, I want you to help me on that. Well, now you've heard my story about the place I know down in Tennessee where the tall corn grows, hidden from the world in a bunch of pines, where the moon's a little bashful and it seldom shines. Civilized people live there all right, but they all go native on Saturday night. I'm always thinking of that last note, see, same tenor, Pat. Mr. Albritton, would you do me a real good, just don't throw them, bring them, please. And if somebody, Art, give me a chair here, and I'm going to play like Arthur Godfrey. Let's sit down here, Pat, you want to? You going to have to leave us tonight?
Yeah, about 8:30.
How about that? We borrowed these this afternoon. You going to leave about 8:30?
About 8:30, I hope.
What time will
they
you
got a
see
plane
Shirley?
for me. It'll be about 9:52 in the morning. I'm real glad you asked me that, by the way. Just saved the price of a telegram.
Yeah, I know it.
9:52. 9:52.
Oh, let's right quick like here. Just show them what I used to be a little competitor of Shirley's in the kitchen playing the uke. Everybody knows how to play 5'2". You ready, Pat?
Yep,
You accompany me.
yep.
I won't give you that introduction
take it,
because
I'll
there's a
come
man
in.
over there rushing at me. Yeah, you ready?
Ready.
Let me turn this pick over. Come on.
Oh, you want to go now?
Start. Come on. Now, come on. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2. We're running over. You can take this out because it ain't very good. I think. Whoa, about it. We're about ready to end it.
Quite a team. America's newest singing sensation, Pat Boone, and one of show business's all-time favorites, Red Foley. Well, friends, we certainly hope that you're enjoying this week's edition of the Ozark Jubilee, television's #1 country music show.
96, 97, 63,998, 99, $64,000. Boy, I feel just terrible about winning all this because the trouble with these audience participation shows is that you folks at home don't get to participate. I tell you what, though, I am about to participate in partaking of a clean, cool glass of Regal Pale. And boy, when I uncork this cool, cheerful container and let the light and mellow contents pour into a gleeful glass, then you can participate too. Yes, sir. And when you let this bright, bubbly brew travel down your thirsty throat, you'll find out that Regal's more fun than a whole carload of all that nasty old money. And even after the show's over, you can go right on participating in light-hearted, fun-loving flavor of Regal Pale, one of America's 2 great beers.
Well, sir, here is a gentleman that we've looked forward to having on our Jubilee for a long, long time. Finally made it here to Springfield from way down there in the Rio Grande Valley of Texas. So for the first time on television, I'd like to make you folks acquainted with one of my very favorite people. He is an uncle to a wonderful friend of mine that I had a long association with, our good buddy Rod Brasfield. So if you folks will, let's welcome Rod's Uncle Sight Brasfield right here.
All right. Yeah, how you, Mr. Foley?
These folks know you.
I'm glad
up
to
here
see
in
you.
Springfield.
Yes, sir.
I hope you,
I'm tired.
you feeling good these days?
Tired as a peckerwood in a petrified forest, Mr. Foley.
You've been down there picking them oranges, picking that cotton in that Rio Grande Valley.
Cotton, yeah.
How's Aunt Sap down there now?
Ain't Sap?
Yeah?
Well, she's been enjoying pretty poor health all summer. But now she's complaining about feeling some better. Yeah, poor old
Still
lady.
complaining, huh?
Yeah.
Did you bring her with you up here?
Bring her with me to town?
That's right. It's all the way to Springfield.
Why, Mr. Foley, taking your wife to town with you is just like taking a hamburger to an all-day stringing with dinner on the ground. But no, me and her had some trouble last spring. Yeah, about garden planting time. You know, the old woman wanted me to plant a garden.
Is that right?
And I'd go out there and get to digging, and then I'd run into some redworms, and then I'd go fishing.
Go fishing, yeah.
Yeah, the old woman said, if you'll get the garden seed, I'll plant the garden.
She's a hard worker, I know that.
I went to town, and I got the garden seed, and she'd been complaining so much that I got some liver pills, a big bottle of them for her. And you know, I got back home, and she just got a hoe and went out there to digging in that garden, and it just nearly broke my heart. See that poor old thing there sweating and grunting and digging?
Yeah,
And
that's
I
bad.
just couldn't stand to stand there and watch it. You know what I done?
What'd you do?
Got me some worms and went fishing.
Went fishing.
Yeah. Mr.
I
Foley, you know how nearsighted she is.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying something
She
about it.
couldn't see 20 feet.
Yeah.
Well, sir, I went on fishing, and she went out there to plant in her garden, and you know what she done? She had this package with them garden seeds and them liver pills there, and she couldn't see good, and she planted 3 rows of liver pills. And you know what?
Oh, what'd you do with the
She went in
seed?
the house and took 3 big doses of that garden seed. Now,
Good
the
one.
poor old thing, her head looks just like a cabbage, and she's got green onions sprouting out her ears.
Oh, every time I tell you, you just tell me about the trip up here. Suppose you let the folks in on some of the interesting things that happened to you coming
Well,
up here.
I'll tell you how it was, But I got on the train, the first one I've been on in 40 years. And I got on there, and there's a fella come out there with a big bunch of pillars. He said, anybody want a pillar? They're 25 cents. And I bought 8 of them. Boy, them things cost you $3 or $4 down home. Here I was going down through the train with pillars all over me, just hunting a place to sit down. And a fella come to me and he said, when you got on this train, did you expect a berth? And I said, no, when I got on here, I wasn't expecting nothing. I just got on here, that's all. Silly fool. He says, what I mean is, do you want a place to sleep? And I said, I'd appreciate it. I sure would. So he said that they had some berths, they call them, and they rented them. I asked him how much, and he said, well, the upper ones was lower than the lower ones because it's higher. And I said, how's that? And he said, the higher there was, the lower there was. I guess he hadn't been with him long. He didn't know what he was talking about, I reckon. Same fool. Finally, him and another fella, they just shoved me up in the little old thing there. That's the scroungest place that I ever tried to sleep in my life. I'm telling you, plenty of room for my clothes, but I couldn't get in that little hammock they had there. Did y'all ever try to take your britches off laying flat on your back? There I was, trying to get them britches off, and about that time the train went through a tunnel, or started to, and missed a hole, I reckon. At that blame thing, it turned about 3 flips, and I landed right through a window and woke up with a mouth full of cinders, but I was still hanging on to my britches, buddy. I put them things on out there, and over there was a big crowd of folks there grunting, and a fella was writing in a book, and he said he was a claim agent. And he walked up to me and says, are you hurt, old man? And I just happened to look down, and I'd put my britches on hind end in front. I looked down there a minute, and I said, am I hurt, fool? I'm not from around here. Well, I swear I got to go. I hope I didn't ruin your supper and scare none of you young'uns. Bye, Miss Foley. Bye, Lord.
I'm telling you, that Arthur Sipe show reminded me of about 8 years of a wonderful association with good buddy Rod. Well, I think you understand why I said that Arthur Sipe is one of my favorite people now. Get along with more of things that we have planned for you to enjoy this evening. Here are the Five Phils back once more, and they're still singing for the little Bobby Soxers, you wonderful little people, called Razzle Dazzle, boys. Let me hear a little of that.
On your mark, get set, now ready, go! Everybody razzle, dazzle, everybody razzle, dazzle, everybody razzle, dazzle, and all night long. Well, here's a dance anyone can do. It's safe to dance, and the square cats do. Won't you take a chance? This is all you do. Well, grab your feet, don't leave that spot. Then jump like crazy. Give it all you got. That's the razzle dazzle. If you're ready or not. Well, on your mark, get set, against that. Now ready, go! Everybody razzle dazzle. Everybody razzle dazzle. Put your best foot forward. Baby, can't you see? Well, they're gonna holler that you're not nowhere. But you just bustle, but you're sure not where. That's the razzle dazzle. Well, it's everywhere. Well, on your mark, get set, we go another step of the show, let's point out something we consider very important.
You know, the history of Regal Pale goes back so far that it's possibly the choice of the cavemen and the favorite of the pharaohs, and probably the pride of the pilgrims. Well, now, actually, our records don't go back that far, but the fine art of brewing Regal Pale has taken years to develop, and it's been passed on from generation to generation. Now, for instance, here in the Regal family album is William Cook, who is the original Regal Pale brewmaster. And here is his son, Harold Cook, who is now supervising brewmaster. And this is his son, Robert Cook, who is a brewmaster under his dad. Now, you see, the skill and experience of this family of Regal brewmasters is what makes every glass of Regal Pale the light-hearted, fun-loving treat it is today. So, friends, you just treat yourself to the fun and flavor of Regal Pale, one of America's two great beers.
The most recent Red Foley ballad to come into popularity, friends, on records is Just Call Me Lonesome. And here's Red now.
Thank you, Joe. Why must I love the heartless one who'll never know the harm he's done? Who love is blind, I should have known. Just call me lonesome from now. I climb the stairs up to my room, but no one meets me in the gloom. The silence tells me she's gone. Just call me lonesome from now on. These walls will hide me when I cry. I feel so lonely I could die. What good is life when hope is gone? Just call me lonesome from now on.
Pale, one of America's two great beers, invites you to join us next week when we again bring you the Ozark Jubilee.